The Great Resignation, how corporate execs and millennials are trading ambition for Zen. Welcome to the brave new world where corporate executives and the general population have collectively decided that striving for success is so last decade. The COVID-19 pandemic, along with the delightful global festivities in Ukraine and Gaza, has nudged us all toward a revelation. Why stress about the future when you can just enjoy the ride until the wheels fall off? The executive epiphany. Trade your suit for slippers. Take our beloved corporate executives, for example. These titans of industry, once obsessed with clocking air miles and chugging espressos in airport lounges, have had a grand epiphany. All those hours spent in security lines and delayed flights just aren't worth the hassle anymore. After all, why fly halfway across the world when you can Zoom in your pajamas? It's not like they're pinching pennies either. They'd still be zipping around in private jets if the world wasn't turning into an episode of Survivor, Global Edition. But let's not kid ourselves. The real reason they're grounding themselves isn't just about avoiding long waits or missed connections. It's that the good old US of A, once the prime destination for both business and pleasure, is starting to feel a little too much like a scene from Mad Max. Rising crime rates, social unrest, and the overall vibe of chaos and progress have even the most intrepid jet-setters thinking twice before booking that flight. The new American dream. Survive today, forget tomorrow. Meanwhile, down on the ground, the rest of us are busy reevaluating our priorities too. After COVID-19 slapped us with a harsh dose of reality, the shiny, never-ending race toward success has lost its luster. Who needs a 5-year plan when you're not even sure the world will be here next week? People are rejecting jobs that could drive them to the brink of a mental breakdown. Why grind yourself into dust for a paycheck when you could just as easily get by doing the bare minimum? We're all in survival mode now, baby, and that's not a bug, it's a feature. Long-term investments? Forget it. We're all about living in the moment, like existentialist monks who've traded enlightenment for Netflix and takeout. A generation that owns nothing and isn't complaining. And then there's the younger generation, who've taken a look at the whole ownership thing and said, nah, we're good. Why bother buying stuff when you can just rent, lease, or subscribe? It's a pay-as-you-go world now, and tomorrow is a distant, hazy concept that most people associate with sci-fi movies, not real life. The World Economic Forum couldn't be happier. They've been telling us for years that in the future, we'll own nothing and be ecstatic about it. Well, guess what? They might just be onto something. Millennials and Gen Zers are ditching the idea of accumulating assets like it's a bad habit. The WEF has finally brainwashed us into submission, and we're all too busy sipping overpriced lattes and binge-watching Stranger Things to care. The future of work. Obsolescence as a lifestyle choice. Speaking of not caring, have you heard about Universal Basic Income, UBI? It's the latest buzzword in a world where AI and robots are poised to do all the heavy lifting, leaving us humans with little to do but play video games and scroll through social media. Forget the old work hard, play hard mantra. Now it's barely work, play all day. In this brave new world, the machines do the dirty work while we kick back and enjoy the show. Sure, we might become obsolete in the process, but hey, who needs a sense of purpose when you've got a steady stream of cat videos and instant noodles? It's the ultimate evolution of the human race. From hunter-gatherers to couch potatoes, all thanks to the wonders of technology. Conclusion. The world is ending, and we feel fine. So here we are, standing on the precipice of a new era where ambition is out and contentment is in. The COVID-19 pandemic, global conflicts, and the relentless march of technology have pushed us to rethink everything, from how we work to what we value. And the answer, it seems, is to value nothing at all. As we embrace a world where we own nothing and do as little as possible, one can't help but marvel at the sheer genius of it all. The future is uncertain, the present is precarious, but who cares? We're all just trying to stay afloat in this chaotic, dystopian paradise. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Because if there's one thing we've learned, it's that tomorrow might be a utopia, or it might be a joke. Either way, it's not our problem today.